Your thing is DJing.
Yeah.
What's worse, playing a 6-year-old's birthday or an 86-year-old's birthday? 6-year-old or 86-year-old?
6-year-old birthday.
Worse.
Yeah.
You don't got your baby shark on deck?
I got Baby Shark.
Got Baby Shark?
Yeah, I got Baby Shark. I got Lion King. I got all that. I got Peppa Pig.
You got your Vampirina?
I got the old school.
All right.
I got all that.
Welcome to What's Your Thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cipha Sounds, and this is a show where we talk to celebrities about their hidden passions and obsessions. Today, NBA legend Baron Davis coming by to talk about his love of DJ. Oh, another celebrity DJ? I'ma grill him like a cheese sandwich. What's your thing? Woo-hoo! Ladies and gentlemen, our good friend Baron Davis is here. Please make some noise for him. Okay? But we're like corporate cousins.
Basically.
Because you have a show here.
Yes.
In this company, corporation on Fuse. Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me into the family.
Well, here's the thing. I like to talk about your thing, which I hear is DJing. Mm-hmm. And I got some questions about that. Because you know I'm a very famous, world famous celebrity, pioneering, famous DJ.
Yes, I know who you are.
So, the network always wants me to do some small talk first.
Yeah, I get it.
Get it out the way.
I get it.
WTF Baron Davis. What is this? What is this show?
I mean, to me, it's probably should be the #1 show on Fuse.
Right.
Scripted reality based on my life, kind of like a Curb Your Enthusiasm for a black person of my caliber.
You know there's black people on Curb Your Enthusiasm?
A couple.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this is like the reverse. It's like a couple white people on our show. So
it's enthusiasm curbed.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, we not as enthused. It's like, we curb, but not as enthused.
Right. So, especially at the end of the first episode, you weren't enthused at all.
No,
you were kind of laid out.
Yeah, I think I was done.
Baron, man. You look fucked up, brother.
I'm in deep thought, nigga.
Yeah? What's in that snow cone, man? Where you get that from?
And Baron Davis snow cones, man. Hand over fist.
You know them as trap cones, right? That's promethazine.
There's a lot of good shit happening right now, man.
So how'd you get this show?
I came up with the concept because I wanted to show, what life was like, life after basketball.
Yeah.
And a lot of people come for investments. A lot of family come for business ideas.
Right.
And, I just, at some point, I got tired and was like, I need to start writing this down and, put this actual, start entertaining people because I feel that there's a lane for this, and that's how it happened.
So, all right, so I see you got this guy on B-Dot.
Yeah.
B-Dot's...
Yeah,
I'm going to talk to him also, because apparently he makes B-Dotables, which are like some kind of edible things he does.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. He like an edible maker and, like social influencer.
Yeah.
So I was following him, because he was doing all the impersonations of like the top basketball players. And I was like, man, this kid is funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He
got talent. And when I met him, he was a cool dude. And I was like, yo, I got an idea for a show that I would love for you to be, like my co-star. He never acted before. He went and took acting classes. It was dope to work with social media talent, right? But also discover talent that, needed to cross the line.
Right. Do you want anything in return?
Just like probably put me in a movie or something. If they're a big star, if they're a big star, put me in a movie.
Right. I know you from some nerd comedy shit of watching Step Brothers.
Oh, wow.
The DVD commentary version.
Oh, wow.
And you are the guy that goes in there and does the commentary.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I want to believe I reached out, because I'm a huge Will Ferrell fan.
Yeah.
And they reached back and asked me if I wanted to come in and be a part of the DVD, the end, the commentary. And so when Will Ferrell comes in, him and John C. Reilly, they go sit in the studio. They was like, we'll call you in about 30 minutes, right? So they start the tape. And then they cue the dude on the organ to start playing. And they break out into a whole musical. And so I'm sitting on the outside like, oh shit, dude, what is going on? And so I had to literally, when they called me in, I had to figure out, like on the spot.
Yeah, how you gonna play?
How am I gonna sing or who's my character? Like I was like, what the hell? They just totally disregarded that it had anything to do with the film. But
did you ever meet them before? Did they know you had any like comedic talent whatsoever?
That was my first time. Yeah, so they were like.
That's crazy.
They were kind of impressed. Yeah. Adam McKay was like he was impressed.
Adam
McKay hired me, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, he's an OG.
I mean, damn. I should be like
That's
the
crazy.
Black Will Ferrell.
Real quick. People told me I have to ask you these things.
Yeah, go ahead.
Apparently you played for the New York Knickerbockers.
I did.
What do you think about the Knicks right now?
I think the Knicks are the Knicks.
Okay.
No, seriously, I think the Knicks are the Knicks. They always have. There's always a pedigree, right? But I think the Knicks have always been about the city, right? More about the team, and I think that they have some good young talent. It's just a matter of just continuing to build and get the right people.
Well, what I hear is that they are tanking on purpose.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to tank, right?
What does tank even mean? Like
so tanking, basically lose. If you're trying to lose every game on purpose, so you can have the top pick for next
to get Zion
Williams.
I want to get to your thing, which is DJing, but I would be remiss
to not ask the New York question.
No, New York question's done. Something about you being abducted by aliens.
Yeah, that's a New York question.
Is it a New York question?
Yeah, only New Yorkers fall for that. Only New Yorkers fall for that. Yeah.
Do you still talk to these aliens?
Yeah, I got a couple in my pocket.
Oh, they're here.
Yeah.
Because when I read, I didn't know the story. I was just told that you were driving through the desert.
In my pocket.
That guy? Don't. Oh no, not him. Don't bring him out.
Yeah, he's sitting under this thing.
Oh wow.
Stay down.
So you're not down with these guys no more.
Nah, you know what happened? It was a podcast, right? So it was in the early days of podcasts.
Right.
There was this comedian who looks like he's sick, Neil Brennan. He worked on Chappelle off. And so I went on this podcast. We did about an hour and 30 minutes, like improv, telling stories.
Yeah.
The next day, he puts out only the headline saying Baron Davis got abducted by aliens.
You don't lie.
And he played the clip like in all of its nakedness. And when I listened to it, I was like, damn, that did sound convincing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I did get abducted by aliens, I got abducted by Neil Brennan, who actually is an alien because he looked like he dying, dog. You see what I'm saying?
Baron Davis is here with us, ladies and gentlemen, and legendary basketball player. My problem, your thing is DJing.
Yeah. Why?
Too many people like you.
Yep.
Here's how we look at it.
I get it.
I'm America. You're Mexican. You people like you, the celebrities, are taking all of our jobs. You're taking all of our jobs, our DJ gigs, because you're famous.
I'm not. I don't even go out and perform.
Then I take back what I said.
Yeah. So I'm like a Mexican who loves Mexico, right? And I just enjoy I like Mexican atmosphere, so I can stay here. You know what I mean? I don't want your jobs. They don't pay.
I don't have it. Yeah. Tell me about it.
Shit, they don't pay. Your government is shut down. Can I get a job over
They
there?
used to pay. So you like DJing though? That's your thing.
I do like DJing.
Did you always do it, or how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it when I lived here in New York. So when I played for the Knicks, the first thing I did, because I was so lonely, was bought me like a little Serato set.
Yeah.
And so I just like
turntables or
Serato, no, just a mixer.
Controller?
Yeah, the controller. And so I started working off that. Then I got the vinyls, and I started working with those, just like the mixer. And I always loved music.
Yeah.
So like my playlist was always bomb.
Right.
It was just like, man, if I
could
put these in a transition, it'd be cool. So
do you do any gigs?
Yeah, I'm at the Shore Bar, and I do a bunch of stuff in LA, like with the H Wood group, or I do private parties, bar mitzvahs, kids parties, things like that.
You do?
Yeah. You just gotta perfect the craft, man, for you go and do the festivals. You know what I mean?
How's your DJ skills?
I'm nice.
Mixing?
I'm good at mixing.
Okay.
Transitions are good.
Okay. Blending the transitions?
My blending can be better. That's what I need.
Because if you learn how to DJ in New York, we slam a lot.
Yeah.
But in LA, they blend.
Yeah,
they blend for hours, bro.
Yeah, I'm a blender.
Okay.
I like to blend, but I've been
Sync
studying.
button? Use a sync button?
Sometimes.
Gotta get you off that sync button.
Sometimes.
All right.
Sometimes, but I like mixing the different trying to find where it works. My problem is I'm not very organized.
Okay.
So I just show up and be like, start pulling records out the library, looking for records.
Yeah.
You run into problems like that. Because I went to DJ Academy.
What, Scratch Academy?
Yeah, Scratch Academy.
Really?
Yeah.
Scratch Academy's dope.
He was like, yo, your homework assignment is to sit here and like match out all the BPMs of each song. I was like, man, fuck you. I'm not doing none of that. I was like, I got like 5,000 songs. I'm about to do none of that.
It's the same if you did it right. I'm not talking about nowadays. Nowadays it's a lot easier. But if you did it right like I did, the amount of time you was at some kind of basketball court just practicing your shots, I had a calculator and a stopwatch and I was BPMing my records.
That's crazy. You got to show me how to do that.
Oh, you don't need no more laptop.
I still want to learn how to do that.
Oh, yeah. It's grueling. And then just hours of just scratching. Like, what's like your weird records to play? Like, how deep do you go?
Disco trap. So I've been taking like disco records and like blending them with like trap records, trying to figure out like what's that you know what I mean? What's that perfect like that BPM? What's that perfect rhythm?
Well, sorry, I'm gonna nerd out real quick. If you're taking disco records, that's a very fast tempo.
Yeah.
So you'll find some records that are like 130, 140. Yeah. So trap is half of that. It's like trap is like 65, 70. So that's why they mix. Yeah. Because it's like it's too technical. Sorry, guys.
No, I get it.
Weird.
It's double 65.
Yeah.
That's why measured out on both.
That's why they're able to blend.
Yeah.
Because if you try to take 90s hip hop and mix it with disco, it won't
work.
Because it's too off.
Yep.
But because disco's so fast and trap is so slow, it kind of like goes together.
They sit on each other. Yeah.
Favorite West Coast group?
I would say NWA and Dog Pound. Dog Pound, my era. You know what I mean? I came up on the
Dog Food.
Pound. Yes, sir.
There's not.
It's one of the hardest albums.
I can't be in a car for more than 2 hours without going, all right, throw that Dog Food in.
Man, come on. I'm trying to tell my homeboys, we argue about that all the time. It's complete.
I think it's the first record on Death Row that Dre didn't fully produce.
Yes.
So it's like
that was all Dash.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they was in there. Dre mixed it though.
Yeah.
That's why it knocks.
Okay.
That's why
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dre mixed it. You know any other NBA stars out there trying to get on the turntables?
You know, Shaq is dope.
Shaq is nice?
Shaq is more, but he's an EDM dude.
What?
Yeah, Shaq like Secret Sauce is EDM. Oh man, he do festivals and all that. Shaq is
does?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, well here's the deal. I want to play this game with you. It's called What's Worse. Okay, but in the DJ world.
Got it.
Right? I give you 2 scenarios. You tell me which one would be worse.
Got it.
Right? Would you rather do a bar mitzvah or a bar full of misfits?
I'd rather DJ a bar full of misfits.
Yeah. More exciting?
No, because at a bar mitzvah, right?
Yeah.
You always got the older ladies coming up requesting songs. That's just annoying. I need to avoid the drunk aunts who are like requesting like, you know, songs that don't blend with how we vibing, you know what I mean?
And they want their song
and the
right
demo. It's
now.
like, oh man, you gotta cover like, you know, decades of music, right?
So you rather a bunch of misfits.
Top 20, it's like top 20, 80s.
Baron Davis. Do you have a DJ name?
Yes.
What's your DJ name?
Monroe.
Monroe. Okay.
Monroe the DJ.
Monroe the DJ. Would you rather DJ a surprise party or at a party where everyone was surprised to see you DJing?
I'd rather DJ at a surprise party.
Yeah, because you don't want to be disrespected.
Yeah, I just don't want to be surprising people, man. I want to be Monroe the DJ. You know, Oatmeal. That's my producer name, Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Bart Oatmeal
is your producer.
Yeah.
And Monroe the DJ is you.
Yeah.
Okay, that should have been the name of your show, not WTF Baron Davis.
Should have been what?
Monroe and Oatmeal.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
I like that.
Last one. What's worse, a housewarming party or DJing at a warm house party?
A housewarming party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who the hell want to DJ at a housewarming
and they're
party?
Very,
they're the worst parties
ever.
Yes, they are. And it's like, how many fucking candles and like, can you bring me? Like everybody's bringing candles.
Yeah, same old
like
shit.
yeah. And then it's like all the couples come over like they happy and shit. Like I don't want that. I want a dirty house party with negativity and somebody may get stabbed, but it's popping. You know what I mean? I can deal with that. Let the ambulance and the cops handle that. I'm the DJ. Housewarming ain't my business, you know?
That's Baron Davis, ladies and gentlemen, a.k.a. Monroe the DJ. Thank you for joining us today on Taking Stock. This machine here is magical, Baron. You need to understand something. We're gonna create some magic today.
Okay.
Now, in front of you, you have two bowls. These are genres and these are vibes. All the vibes coincide with basketball terms. You pick something from that bowl and then this bowl. This creates the music for it. We create the rest. The song idea, features, video, packaging, everything.
Love it.
So let's start.
Okay.
You are a fan of music, obviously.
I am a huge fan of music.
Okay. First genre.
Arena.
Ooh, you love arenas.
Yeah.
That's where you made a lot of your money, I'm sure.
do.
Favorite Gangstar album, Step in the Arena, that's mine. Ooh. What do we got? What's the vibe?
Smooth.
Smooth.
Arena and smooth?
What? You know, let's do that. Arena, smooth. Smooth. S-M-O-O-V.
Oh yeah, then you got the fire coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's, that's like a playoff. I feel like that's like playoffs for the starting lineup at like a Toronto Raptors game.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Drake's there.
Yeah, Drake's is there.
Yelling and screaming.
Drake is not on the song, but it's like it's some like dope band. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drake is there. Is pyros going?
Are they Canadian? Is the band Canadian?
The band is definitely Canadian.
So like the Bare Naked Ladies. So there's like the Bare Naked Ladies. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. And Drake's not on this?
Drake is not.
You don't
on
like
that.
Drake on this?
I don't like Drake on that.
What if Drake was
I think Drake is announcing the starting lineup.
Oh. And the starting lineup is the Bare Naked Ladies, which is a rock group.
Well, no, they can be at half court performing this song.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Drake is introducing the sports players.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. While they playing this in the background.
Right, and then
with all the fire and you know.
There's a lot of Canadian stuff. They like
a lot of Canadian stuff.
Tim Hortons, what's up?
Yeah.
We got a prime minister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talking about that? Healthcare, how much? Free, you know what I mean? Okay, I like this song. Ladies and gentlemen, Baron Davis, okay? Take a stop. What's your thing? Yo, that episode was a real home run touchdown. Shout out to the NBA superstar, Baron Davis, for coming through, who loves DJing almost as much as I do. And let's be real, we figured out he wasn't abducted by aliens. He was abducted by Neil Brennan. I'm gonna catch you next time on What's Your Thing? If you want to watch more What's Your Thing videos, that's right here. And then I'm gonna need you to subscribe right here. So subscribe here, watch videos here. They getting all that?